We didn't have a whole heck of a lot of songs in our repertoire. So we'd throw in a few covers, and we weren't going to do metal covers, we thought we'd do something obscure. We like to have fun too, you know. Krist introduced the song to the group that would become an integral part of the setlist for the next 6 years, Love Buzz. The song was originally recorded by the Dutch band Shocking Blue, who enjoyed an English-language US-UK hit with Venus in the early 70s. Krist found the song off a self-titled American compilation of the band's work that had been given to him by a friend who picked it up at Dill's secondhand store in Aberdeen. The whole beauty of Dill's was that everything was $1, says Ryan. It didn't matter what it was. Every record was $1, and so if you found a gem, you really had something, because you were only going to pay $1 for it. Ryan, of course, being Ryan Agar, a close friend of the band's. I put the record on as I was getting ready for work, and I thought, goodness, this is great, Krist recalls. And that song came on, and I was like, this is a really cool song. When Kurt came over the next day, Krist wasted no time in playing him the record. Check this song out, he said. Isn't it cool? Kurt agreed, and suggested the band do a cover of it, although they didn't bother telling Aaron it wasn't an original number. We played that song for 6 months before I even knew it was a cover, says drummer Aaron Burkhardt. I mean, it's not like we sat down and Kurt put it on and said, this is the way it goes. I just figured Kurt wrote a new song. In fact, there are few similarities between their version and Shocking Blue's original. The Eastern flavor of the Shocking Blue version comes through strongly in its use of the sitar. The song was also taken at a moderate tempo, and has a harsher feel due to the stentorian lead vocal of Mariska Veris, who sounded not unlike Grace Slick. Kurt only learned the song's first verse and chorus, changing the original lyrics King of My Dreams to Queen of My Heart. Intriguingly, he also changes Hear My Love Buzz to Feel My Love Buzz. Despite the lack of sitar, the guitar and bass nonetheless managed to create a suitable Eastern-sounding drone, with the song's instrumental break allowing Kurt to indulge himself by creating squalling feedback. The whole idea of a cover is to have some fun, he explained to Melody Maker. We've never bothered to do a straight copy, and we've never tried to pull a song apart in order to learn it properly. We'd rather just get on and do it. Krist agrees. We never tried to, quote, cover the song. We kind of did our own version of it. It took on a life of its own. Kurt found another song for the band to play, White Lace and Strange by Philadelphia trio Thunder and Roses. Once again, Aaron Burkhardt was unaware that the song was a cover. The song was the opening track on the band's soul album, 1969's King of the Black Sunrise. It sounded just like Cream or something, says Krist. Nirvana's version of the song was a good deal more roll-licking than the earnest original, and taken at a much faster clip. They make no attempt to replicate the chorus harmonies, and the song's instrumental break is scaled back to a brief 30 seconds. It's the kind of song a band kicks into when they're taking a break from more serious work.